Hey everybody, it's Aaronator here, and this is our 17th episode of our GM commentary with the Las Vegas Knights here on NHL 15. And in the last episode, we did the draft, and we made a couple trades that included Pickenen being moved and a couple draft picks to move up for maybe a bit better prospects. So, anyways, if you didn't see the last episode, make sure you go check it out. It was a pretty exciting one, I'd have to say. But we did not trade Kovalchuk, but I've looked around so much, guys, and you know what? I finally found a trade. Unfortunately, this team does not want him, but you know what? It makes sense for them, and I only decided to take mainly players that they wanted to give up. So, basically, to start off this episode, it's going to be immediate trade, because this is going to, if this works, basically, I'm pretty sure it works, if I remember what the trade was, but, basically, it seems to be, you know what, they could possibly have definitely won this trade, but basically the trade that we are going to be making, here, I'll just put up all of our players. So first we're going to retain $1.3 million from Kovalchuk. The other players we're going to put in this trade are going to be this Maher guy, I believe, and then there are a couple other players. Oh, I could actually put Dermott in the trade instead. I might actually do that. You know what? I'm gonna put Dermott here, and then possibly the Maher guy, because the only other guy I was gonna put in here was gonna be Watson and Burghardt. There you go. So Dermott, Burghardt, Maher. You know what? Yeah, it's a good variety, I guess. No, we'll give him Maher. Yep. Burghardt, I guess. You know what? I'm putting in all this. I wasn't putting Dermott in the trade originally. I wonder, did they want him? No. And this is the team we're trading with. You know what? I will just leave Dermott out, maybe trade him in another trade, but this. So clearly they're up against the cap, but that is why we're going to have to take someone from them. So we're gonna have to take someone with cap, and right now the easiest guy to do would be $4 million with 1 year left, Dennis Steinberg. He could be 2-star after this, but after the offseason, but honestly he's gonna be a top 6 defenseman for us because we need a defenseman anyways. So we're gonna have him play on our bottom 6, as well as we're going to be adding in a 2nd round pick, and now the big one. It is going to be Tyler Benson, not Nolan Patrick. This guy, he's the franchise guy, definitely for the Boston Bruins. 85 for faceoffs. We could get him, but you know, I wanted a line mate and for Eichel, and obviously Benson isn't quite there yet. He's 74 overall, 4 green stars, but he was a former 7th overall pick in Boston. They're looking to win a bit right now, so that's why this trade would make sense. So let's maybe put that. Let's put that back where it was going to be. This is the trade that we are going to be doing. Now it seems that they are winning this trade, but I am not screwing them. You know what? I am going to put Dermott in this trade because honestly, the contract that they are getting is not fun. Okay, so I have to do them a favor, or else it's just not fair at all. So basically, guys, we are giving up Ilya Kovalchuk, yeah. Austin Watson, because he hasn't really panned out for us. Former guy we got for, I believe, a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty solid defensively. We could keep him, but he's a depth guy that they want, that could still pan out for them. But it's to help make this trade go through. Same with Maher and Burghardt, just to make the trade go through. Plus, we're getting a guy like Benson, and they get Dermott because you got to be fair with Kovalchuk's contract. That's another. He's 34 right now, and he has another 9 years at 9.7. So basically, I mean, we got to retain something. So retaining cap, and we're giving him a lot of players. But we are getting a high-end prospect in Tyler Benson, Brenson. Goodness gracious. Benson. Dennis Seidenberg. We're taking on a contract for a year and then a second-round pick to give us a bit more value. But this is the trade, guys. Kovalchuk, Watson, Maher, Burkhart, and Travis Dermott for Benson, Seidenberg, and a second. Will it go through? Well, this is an absolute no-brainer for us here in Boston. I'm going to accept the deal before you change your mind about it. Well, you know what? We got Tyler Benson. We got rid of that contract that Kovalchuk had, pretty much all of it. So we got our line mates. Eichel, like, we got our future right now. Eichel, Day, Benson, Mayer, Konechny, basically, and then DeVoe, and then a couple other guys, Goldman, Nieto. See what happens. But yeah, that's our team. So now we have a great relationship with Boston. I didn't even expect that. So they like that trade that much. So that's good for us. It was a good trade for both of us. So now we can look at our team exactly and what we need. So a goalie is not what we need, but I'm going to sign like a third goalie for the AHL in case we need to bring up one of our prospects to play. And then, yeah, we got Makarov and Talbot playing in net. Defense, we got Spurgeon, Sekera, Braun, and then we could get Alzner. I could still do that, but it just depends. I don't know if I want to make that play, but we'll see. And then we got Irwin as well, and then we'll have to get another one or two depth defensemen because I don't think Day is going to be ready by then, or any other defenseman. Goldman we're going to have now along with Stewart, and then probably I'm going to need another right winger or two. And then we got Nieto, probably Weiser, and we could play Boychuk. It's not likely Benson will be ready, but you never know. Phillips is actually, I like to see how he becomes. We may be on our top 6, but there's a couple guys that I want to look at getting. Wingles will play in our depth lines, and then Nielsen will probably be, I can probably play him as second line center, if not with the first line with Eichel. So, yeah, and then we got Eichel, obviously. And then Tierney can play. Konechny will hopefully be able to play. Aronson could play. There's a lot of centers here that we can play on the wings or we can play at center. So definitely what we might want to consider getting is definitely a couple defensemen and maybe a couple top 6 forwards. I've decided, guys, Tyler Johnson is not what we're looking for, because although like he's a great all-around player, not the greatest physical category, but he wants 8 years, and I mean 8 years you can't technically do. It's technically a 7-year. See, I can't move it back up this way. I'm pressing to go to the right, but I can't because I mean I could do 8 years, but 8 years is only if the team basically, like, I could still make a go with 8 years if I just went back down and went back to 8, but technically only Tampa Bay can sign him for 8 years. But since they didn't keep him, basically I would want to get him for 7 years, and although he wants 8 years, then since he wants it, then this is what he would probably need to make him accept it, and then you need to go with the extra, possibly up to 7 mil approximately. And maybe you could go a bit down lower, but maybe like this would be pretty pushing it because teams might get him for like 8 years of that deal. But you'd have to give him a lot, and he's only 87 overall rated, so I'm not going to get him. As for Palat, he's not a UFA, so we're not going to be getting him probably anytime soon. Same with Pellich or any of these other guys. We could get Pellich, but I'm not going to screw the Islanders over, I believe. Alzner still is a possibility. We could get him, but I don't think we're that kind of a team that can just sign all these guys. And I want to be fair to other teams, but we'll see. Plus, I don't want to pay $6 million for 2 years for the top, probably who would be a top 2 defenseman on our team. Kennedy wouldn't be a bad option for second line, possibly depth on third line. Berglund, Soderberg, Calvert. Calvert is a guy I want to get, so because he's okay defensively, he can play if he has. I'm not saying penalty kill time, but I'm saying like he can be good for us defensively. Physical isn't there, but really that much. But he's got good skill and he can play in our top 6. So I want to get that for our team. So because we need to pay players, especially since we have like 30 million, I'm going to give him probably a 2-year deal for 3.5 million to make sure we get him. And yeah, basically I could give him 3 years. I think I was originally planning to do that, but 2 years at 3.5, that way we can sign him after if we need to. Anders Lee, I realize this wouldn't be a bad guy because he's physical and he has some offensive and defensive capabilities, but we'll have to see about that. We should probably go to defenseman. Actually, I'm just gonna get my third goalie right now. It's probably gonna be like I want to make sure that the guy that I get is not playing super much. I'm not gonna get a prospect, but I'm gonna get like 75 overall guy like Henrik Lundberg. Yeah, we'll get this Lundberg guy just for like if we get an injury in that. Yeah, and then we'll go defensemen. So there's not really any other defensemen. So Alsner is a possibility. We could use a right-handed defenseman. So maybe Diaz would be good for that for depth. So I think I'll get Diaz. Although we need to pay players. So Diaz just may be a depth guy, and we may have to pay like Nick Holden or someone else for a contract. Alsner, I have a feeling that some of you guys would want me to get Alsner, and let's see what his stats were like. +4, 13 points. He's solid defensively. Takes a bit of penalty minutes, although he has 90 for discipline. I mean, he's a great defenseman, don't get me wrong, but I mean... Okay, maybe. You know what? I'll give him a deal. If he wants to sign with us, he can sign with us for 3 years. Yeah, I'll give him 3 years for 6 mil. If he doesn't accept that, then he doesn't accept that. Another team takes him. That's fine. Okay, but if we don't get him, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I should probably get Holden just in case for depth, anyways, and then because we're gonna need someone, or we could get this Andrlik guy who is a 6-shot, but. You know what, I'm just going to get Nick Holden because, I mean, solid defenseman. He wants a decent amount. I don't really want to get that guy, though. I'll get Jordy Ben on our team because he's solid defensively and he can play when we need him to. Yeah, right wings. We need a right wing, so maybe Buttercup wouldn't be that bad. We could get some depth guys. I saw this younger guy, Colin Jacobs, power forward, 3-star. Yeah, I mean, he's younger. He's got a tiny bit of room to grow. I wouldn't mind getting something like that. Just because he is rated as a 4th liner anyways, but we could also get Buttercup. Clutterbuck, yes, I know that's his name, but I just like saying that. Especially for AJ. Steve Vernier, Adam Burrish has been on our team before. You know what? Let's get this Colin Jacobs character. Yeah, we'll give him... You know what? No, because we have to pay players, I'm going to go for one of these guys. Garbett, Clutterbuck. Let's go for a bit more of a veteran guy with more physicalness. I think he has more physical. No, he's a bit more offensive on... Oh, yeah. Buttercup's a better skater. And better defensively. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go with Buttercup. Because we need a guy. Need a good leader. He's good in the playoffs for depth goals. 1.75 should be able to bring him in. Right wings, we could still get that Jacobs guy, which I will do because, I mean, he's sort of younger, so. There you go, 0.9. Left wings, we got Calvert, possibly signed. Halleck, no. Winnick, I could get Winnick back. D'Amigo, if D'Amigo gets a boost, then there you go. We got D'Amigo on our team, so we'll see. 0.95. Anything else? Gibbons might not be bad for the AHL. Bowman as well. Trop, Glass, Tyrell. We could probably get what's his name? Yeah, we could get Winnick maybe. We'll see. Centers. I'd like to get Lee, but honestly, we have a lot of centers, so I'll just leave that. Left wings for the 4th line, I guess. I want to get the guys who would be better. Winnick's better defensively, but I guess Gagliardi, better skater. Discipline is the same. You know what? I'm gonna get Gagliardi. I could get Winnick, but I already released him. So 0.95. And centers, I could get what's his name? The other guy, but no. Lee, but I guess not. Centers, let's get someone for the AHL. Let's get who's this Karanen guy? Not the greatest face-offs. Grovak, tiny bit of room to grow. Not likely, but never know. And he has 71 for face-offs, so that's okay. 0.8. And that should be it for now. I think that's all we need. Oh, there was also that one prospect guy, Sylvester. I like him a lot. He has good base stats. So we will probably get Sylvester because he's pretty solid. Bradley, Bullitt, Alec, Helen. Not much aside from those guys. Yeah, we'll get Sylvester, Murray Sylvester, though. Give him a chance to sign with other teams. So, like, 5.95. Not 0.6, but 5.95. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, no Johnson, no Palat, guys. But we gave Alsner a contract, so we'll see if he decides he wants to sign with us. If not, then we don't got him. Tyler Johnson is wanted by the Coyotes. I think the Kings wanted him. Gagliardi, D'Amigo, Diaz, Calvert's on the team. That's good. Jordy Ben, Cal Clutterbuck, Grovak, Jacobs, Lumberg, Sylvester. So we'll have to see right now. Are we going to get Carl Alsner? He is extremely happy to accept our offer at 3 years for $6 million. So that's a good contract. And you know what? It's kind of big, but I mean, I guess he deserves it. He seems to be a solid player. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We basically got all the players we wanted and needed. So Clement, yeah, I mean, we could get these guys, but we're just getting them to get them. So probably maybe someone for the what's it called? For the Miners. Drayson Bowman. He's a left wing, not bad. Defense, I could probably get. No, I don't need Klitzum. You know what? Let's get Bowman for the AHL, but I'm only gonna get him after 0.75. But that's pretty much it. If we don't get him, it's fine. I'll just end it off there. But yeah, so we'll sim to the start of the season after we know we have all of our guys. I'll just skip it, and then yeah. So we got Bowman, and then yeah, I can just skip right now. So guys, I'll see you at the start of the season. We are happy that you chose to stay on with the Las Vegas Knights for another 5-year term. We think the organization has been in good hands and are looking for more of the same from you. We are expecting 38 wins this year, so let's see how you do. And we are back. So I just wanted to say that because I like saying that to basically enter the season. But basically, guys, a couple things did happen. Palat was not signed, but I believe Pellich was. So here, first, let's just go do WHL skaters because that Draper guy seems to be pretty good. But we'll just sim right till the 17th here. There you go. So things that happened. Datsuk was traded to Montreal along with David Moss in exchange for Duchesne, a second-round pick, and Foss. I just wanted to say that because, I mean, Datsuk, if it's a big trade, I mean, maybe we could probably check them out. But a couple things we got to do, guys. We'll check out our team who got boosts, who didn't. We'll check out what players are how good on what teams this year. But yeah, we'll go from that. Jack Eichel, 90 overall. His shooting category, all those offense categories are insane. Skating is insane. Defense, solid enough. Physical, not the greatest, but oh gosh. 5-star Jack Eichel. There you go. Franz Nielsen, still an 86. Zach Phillips became an 84 overall. Wow. This is one of the first times I've ever seen him get that good. Defense, oh man, he's actually a really good all-around player. That's great. That's awesome. Tommy Wingles, he is still an 83 overall. I don't know why I'm getting into that much. Konechny, 79 overall. So let me know what you guys think. Should we play Konechny, Tierney, any of those guys? Aronson, 80 for faceoffs. I don't want him to drop, so I may want to play him this year a bit. Tierney has not gotten much better, so I think I will probably leave him in the AHL since he's also a minor scorer. Rod, Chartier, Flick, there you go. So left wings, Tim Weiser, he is 80 overall, but he's not quite necessarily there yet. He's 80 overall, but we could just let him play where he's at right now and just leave him. Goldman, 86 overall. He has also improved tremendously offensively, but not very well defensively. Nieto, I believe he boosted up possibly to 86. I may be wrong. He may have already been there. Jacobs, 81. He got a boost, so he's pretty solid physically and defensively. So we got some good depth guys. But right wings, yeah. Left wings, yep. Centers. So basically, we could play Konechny. We could play Weezer, but I think they're not quite ready. The only guy, like, basically I'd want to probably bring up Boychuk. So he'll probably be our depth guy, I'm guessing. Defense, let's check how solid it is. Spurgeon, Alsner, probably first line. Sekera, Braun, Irwin, Steinberg, and then not Weatherspoon, but basically Diaz as our depth guy. Or Steinberg. But Steinberg's still top 6, so they'll probably put those two together. Or Steinberg and Diaz, but Ben's the best overall over them, so yeah. Elliott and Sean Day is 77 overall, so he's improving as well, and very nice. Duncan McIntyre, I guess, our Reed Boucher of the future on defense, or Yuri Kapitanov, or whatever you want to say. Pettersson's getting better. Waugh, I think he may have stayed that way, so we want to watch that. Mayer, our Chara 2.0, is getting much better physically, defensively. I want to see him become Chara 2.0. I'm not saying 90 overall, but I'm saying Chara 2.0. Prospects, I wanted to make sure I don't miss anybody. Tyler Benson, he has improved as well all around. 76 overall, not bad. Murray Sylvester, 75 overall. He'll be playing in the AHL as well. So, and then our goalies, Makarov is an 83, so Makarov has gotten better. We're getting really, like, this is a good episode for us, guys. We're getting some good luck here. Michael Herringer, he got a bit of a boost in the offseason, and that'll be interesting along with Mancina to see who becomes the starter. That's amazing. I hope that one of these guys becomes a beast for us because they just seem like perfect goalies. One of them. Okay, so there's our lines. We'll skip through it. Basically, those are what the lines suggest. Phillips will probably play like the wing here. I'm guessing that can be the first line. Second line, we can probably do something like that. Stewart, Wingles. I guess we need a fourth line center. Yeah, we need a fourth line center. So we could probably bring up Aronson or someone. Let me know, guys, what you think we should bring up for center. But basically, is Jacobs left-handed? Right-handed. So I guess we could play one of these guys, or probably put like Jacobs on the left side, I guess, or something like that, and then bring up like Aronson or someone else. Defense, Steinberg, Irwin, Sekera, Braun, and Alsner and Spurgeon, and then Diaz and Ben are both on the bench. Okay, so basically we don't have to play Steinberg, but that's a good option that we don't have to, but we got a good amount of defensemen, so, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, Aronson would be playing much down, so I think I want to play him because I really want him to become a great depth guy because he's got 80 face-offs, and he's got Aaron in his name, so I want him to become better. Same with Weiser. We will make these lines so then we will make these lines so then they are basically, I guess, functional, like ones that so then our prospects can get time. Like same with Meyer, I definitely want him playing over a guy like, I guess, Bergman, but I could also play him over Abelhauser sort of thing. I like to do that. Meyer, basically something like that, but like, yeah, not necessarily first line, but we can move him down, and yeah, I can edit up some things after, or not after this video, but not immediately. I have to go after this video, but basically, what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, can't think of the word. I'll just let this load, but yeah, it's not coming to me. I can't figure out the word, but yeah. So we will. I'll show you guys who has improved prospect wise and player wise. See how McDavid and all those guys are. I will like do that through this. Clear off my trading block as well, not having a surplus of future 4th round picks or lower. And yeah, there you go. So forwards, first line forwards. See, the best guys are I'm just going to do this nice and quick. You guys can pause it if there's a guy you want to see. Yeah, Crosby. Same guys are still up there. I'll see if there's any newer guys. Nichushkin's a 90. Yeah, he definitely improved very well. Max Domi is a 90. He's gotten much better. He's actually pretty good defensively as well. Not bad. Galchenyuk, not bad as well. Also very good defensively. Eichel's up there now. Draisaitl, 89 overall. Kovalchuk's an 89 now, but he'll still be good for Boston. He'll play there for another decent amount of years. Monahan, a beast of a player. Good all-around player. Puri, I guess, 88 overall. Palat is still not signed. Druin's up there. Where's McDavid? What the heck? That's weird. Centers? I'm so confused. Oh, McDavid, 91. Okay, so he still looks like the better pick than Eichel, but there's nothing you can do. He's pretty good defensively as well, but oh gosh. Yep, McDavid's filthy. No surprise there. Barkov, still like guys like that. But yeah, we'll go defense now. Top 2 defensemen. Weber, Suter, Doughty, Yossi, Keith. No, not really many guys. Morgan Riley is now a top defenseman in the league as well. Aaron Ekblad. There's usually not too many for the first while. Justin Schultz, I guess, became that top 2 defenseman that Edmonton would like. And that's pretty much it for defense. Goalies, elite goalies, Carey Price, yeah, not surprised. Yeah, not really anybody new there, but Quick, Rask. Lundqvist is not there anymore, or is he? Yeah, but he's 88 overall, so he's dropping. Prospect-wise, I guess if you guys wanted to check the top prospects, I guess. So there you go. Or, trying to get it. There you go. Top prospects there. Age-wise, basically all the young guys. Yamamoto, Shaw, Patrick, Kreisky, Matthews, 82 overall for Matthews. I'm really not going to get into this that much because I want to end off soon. Steele, yeah. So there's some guys. Dal Call, he hasn't got up from 81, so I'm glad I didn't decide to trade for him. I was considering it earlier or before, but I guess not anymore. Go back there. I guess I didn't need to change that. Darn it. Stop. There you go. Defense, top defenseman. There's usually not too many, actually. Chychrun, 80 overall. There you go. Hanifin, Ekblad, Jones, 89. Murray, Lindholm, Pouliot, Hamilton. They're not quite getting too better. And then basically there you go. Prospect goalies, young guys. There's some really big goalies there. Badenhorst, Gov, and Keller, very much better. Yeah, Tarnstrom. Yeah, so St. Louis has got Tarnstrom ended this year. That's interesting. Okay, well, that was a really long episode, guys. Sorry, about half an hour. That actually isn't that bad, but we were able to end it off pretty well. I actually want to make this one move before I forget. Aronson. I think I want to have Aronson play just because of the face-offs and stuff. Move him with a defenseman. Diaz, Sedinberg. I could move Sedinberg down, but I mean he has a contract, so you know I might as well play him. Ben, Diaz. I don't really have any other offensive defensemen, but we'll leave Diaz down there, I guess. Or we could do with 8 defensemen, I guess. Right wingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boychuk. I can move Boychuk down. There you go. So let me know, guys. Weiser, Konechny, any of those guys should play. Goalies, probably leave them the way they are. Oh, that's weird. Okay, there you go. The faces were just all combining, like Photoshop. And then we will get our captains named. So Kovalchuk is no longer here, guys, but we do have a new leader, and I'm not gonna name him captain yet. But Jack Eichel has proved that he definitely is deserving of the A. Let me know if you think we should give him the C. We probably could eventually. Sakara is probably the next guy. He's been on our team for a while. Same with Franz Nielsen. So there you go. Those are going to be our captains for this year. Let me know if you think Eichel is worthy of captain right now, but he still has to prove it to me, I'd say. He definitely proved it in his first year. Sophomore year was not that great, but he's in his third year, and we'll see how he does. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. Long episode. Not a, you know what? I'd expect this. So let me know, guys, what you think we should do in the next episodes. And probably GM tracker. Fix anything? We can probably, you know what? Yeah, we'll do medical staff can go up there. But I guess we could check out the prospects, but I mean that's just gonna take time. You know what? Sure, because I take time with this. Kim Oduya, defense, Richards, Draper, Booze Acid, German. Nathan wants me to get him probably. Connolly, Bunneman. That's pretty much it. Goalies, Siemens, a goalie from Hungary. Wells, Alark, another goalie from Germany. So I could get a whole German team. But yeah, power forward, interesting. Offensive defenseman, power forward, a couple power forwards going up high. Maybe we could, maybe we could get one of them. That wouldn't actually be bad. Matthew Draper, second line center. We'll see. Bouzas, a couple two-way forwards as well. There's still a good amount of centers, a couple wingers, but we can see what works. We can possibly draft one of them, but I think this year, I think we can try and go for a playoff run, but if we don't, this is probably the last year I want to go for it. Last year I want to be a struggling team. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode and the Kovalchuk trade. Let me know what you think about the trade. Did I do well? Free agents, did we do well? Team, does it look good? Do you think we are a playoff team? Do you think we're not a playoff team? But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Uno, dos, tres,